lights crash hard, heartbeat sink. This that show that make you think. Under them lights, we don't play, we ball. From the small town fields to the big state calls. We talk rivalries, legends, up next kings. Breakdowns, hot takes, all them rings. Turn it up, don't miss this drive. Texas high school dreams, so loud, so loud, so loud. You tune in now, right that way. This the part they crave every Friday. Welcome to the show where the big hits roll. Texas under lights, we talk hard, we talk slow. From the first snap high to the last play glow. It's Friday night, lights, let's go. Woo! Let's get old, let's get old, hey. Let's get old, let's get old, let's get old.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another podcast of Between the Hashes, the Texas High School Football Podcast. We've got a special episode here today. Got my co-host, Mr. RL Martin. I'm Adam Maccabee. And today's episode, we've got a very special guest here with us today. So, RL, I know this is your guest, so I'm going to pass it over to you and let you kind of do some introductions, and then we'll bring him in.
All right, I'll do my very best then. We brought in today a very, very disruptive defensive lineman from the Woodlands College Park. This young man jumped off the field at me when I saw him at a prep red zone camp about 2 years ago, and his recruiting has skyrocketed since then. He's very disruptive, very agile, very athletic, and he definitely has that nasty side to him to play that position. So what we will do at this time is let's go ahead, Adam, and let's key in Mr. RJ Wyms.
Hello, how y'all?
Hey, man, we're doing well. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for joining on a Saturday morning. You could be doing a lot of other things, man.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, man. How's your summer going?
Summer's been going good. Just did a few camps, had a few unofficials, just been really training, locking in for the season so far. So
good deal. Is your high school doing summer workouts like a lot of others around?
Yes, there are a lot of summer workouts. Yeah.
Yep. Kicking your butt, or how's it going?
I like them. I mean, it's supposed to be hard. So.
Yeah. You make summer workouts hard, so game time and gameplay is actually easy.
Exactly. That's when it's fun then.
Yeah.
Man, well, that's good.
Awesome.
You say you've been doing go ahead and tell everybody what is it that you said you've been to a few camps. What camps did you attend this summer?
I attended the UT camp, elite camp. I attended Texas Tech camp and the LSU camp. Those are all the camps I attended.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're basically all getting eyes on you early.
Yes, sir. They are.
Yeah, so that's usually what they do. They bring that in there and get them eyes on you because they want to see. So that's a good thing. Great thing. Congratulations on that, man.
I got to ask you a question. Of those three camps, which one was your favorite?
My favorite, I'll say probably Texas Tech. My favorite.
Tech?
I had to work privately. I had something going on where I couldn't compete in all the drills. So Coach Jay pulled me aside. I got to work some drills along with him. So that was a great experience.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
So basically, It's like when you're going to these camps, I'm pretty sure they know you. They're sending you an invitation. How is the coaching with the facilities? You're making good relationships. Networking with these coaches and everything.
Yes, sir. Going to the facilities is always nice. Getting to know the coaches, getting to know the game plan, getting to know the scheme. It's a great experience.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that go on at camps. There's a lot of things that you do and that you shouldn't do. Let me ask you this, whether it's this summer camps or camps that you've done in the past, what's one thing on a camp or an unofficial visit that you wish you hadn't done?
Wish I hadn't done. I'll say my going into my freshman year, it was a long time ago, but it was before I knew how to do almost anything. I was a little nervous on taking reps and getting up in the competition drills. I'll say I probably shouldn't have been nervous because at that time it wasn't that serious. So I'll say just being nervous in situations where I didn't need to be nervous.
Yeah. I like to ask that question because, you're coming into your junior year, the generation coming in behind you, the biggest thing that you can give them is your wisdom and your knowledge and that goes both ways, right? It goes, things that you've done well and that you would continue to recommend to do, and things that you have learned from past mistakes that you can pass along of, hey, don't do this. So from what I'm hearing from you is, the younger group that's coming behind you, don't be afraid, right? Just get in there, jump in. Yeah.
Good deal. Just get in there.
Good deal.
That works. Well, I'm going to start this off we love to bring, like you said, guests like yourself. RJ, if everybody doesn't know, RJ is a 2028, and RJ has received his 4th star.
Wow.
Congratulations to my guy on that. You have received that 4-star. He is a 4-star athlete here in the state of Texas. I want to start this off first. Y'all go ahead. You go ahead, RJ, and you let everybody know what is your height, your weight, and your reach.
I say my height is 6'1.5". I'm about 267 pounds. Of 33.25-inch arms and a 80-inch wingspan.
And an
That's a big
80-inch
boy.
wingspan on a 6'1" D tackle.
Wow.
I just
So-
reiterate that.
So what I'm hearing is it takes a whole offensive line to stop you.
Once he gets
That's
started,
huge.
once he gets
Yeah.
started, yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna start it off, Adam. I'm gonna go ahead and
Go for
share
it.
the screen so we can watch his video,
Yeah,
so you can
go for
see
it.
just how disruptive. So y'all know that I am not telling any kind of lies. This young man here is a disruptive force on the football field. So as we go through here, we just evaluate. We're looking
Dang.
at it, RJ, looking at what you're doing. The technique is really what stands out to me.
Golly.
The motor that you have, always playing sideline to sideline. Yeah, dominate.
Explosive.
Sideline to sideline. Chase that down if you have to and blow up. And this one right here, I like this one. He was just, oh my gosh. He just want to turn around and tell his quarterback to run.
I'm just going to tell everybody right now, this is my first time seeing your film, RJ. So y'all are getting like live reaction from me. So, dang, man. Your pressure on that last play caused that interception.
Yes, sir.
Dang. You look like DeMarcus Lawrence coming off the edge.
He does, right?
The Dallas
Yeah.
Cowboys defensive end. Is that your main position, DN?
My position is D tackle.
D tackle?
Yeah, D tackle. Yeah, I can go out to the end.
You look good off the edge, man. Really
Wow.
good.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. So like I
If
said,
you don't mind me asking, what's your 40 time unofficially?
My 40 time was last year. Last year I ran it with a laser time was 49. It was at Baylor, I think. It was around this time last year.
And that was coming out of your freshman year going into your sophomore year?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
yeah.
So you've got 2 more
49 is
years
good.
to improve on that.
Yeah, buddy.
That's
buddy.
moving
So, like
for
you
a kid
said,
your size.
6'1", 267.
Sure.
Yeah, 6'1", 267, 80-inch reach, plays D tackle, can move out to DN. All right, I'm gonna start this off by with a few questions for you. Let's see where I want to start here. We'll save that one for the end. How does it feel? And I preface this by saying, Adam, and to everybody else, I've known this young man for a while. I saw him at the very beginning when he was, the way he absorbed the information and translated it over to his reps at that camp. You just knew that something was special about it. So I'm gonna say this: how do you feel knowing all your hard work has earned you so far as a sophomore a 4-star rating?
It's really been a blessing. I put in a lot of hard work to get to where I'm at, a lot of hours, and it's, at times I somewhat doubted myself, but to get to this point now, like, it's really been a blessing.
Yeah. So you got to see, it all comes and unfolded for you to where you say, hey, okay, I'm doing all of this, and then you got to start getting those offers. What was that first offer that you got that made you be like, wow, this is real?
I say the first offer that I got that I made, I like vividly remember, like, dang, it's crazy. It's probably, I remember I got Texas Tech the day after we played Klein Kane. I think my coach had actually told me about it. He said the man had called him right before we were about to play the game, wanted to talk about me. He said, I got to talk to you later about it. And he called him the next day, called me in the office, and I got the offer. And I was really like, it's crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
Wow. Congrats,
Big time
man.
program, up and coming program. Right? That program is making strides for there.
Yep.
Okay.
That
All right.
program has just about every major 2027 commit in the state of Texas is going to Tech.
Yeah, and it's true. They are.
let's
Let's
say,
see what they're doing down there. Okay, and officially, how many offers do you have right now?
I think either 29 or 30. The last time I checked, I think Rivals, it was 29, but I have 30. So maybe one might be, I've gotten some.
Okay, and what about this? What was your dream school?
Honestly, I used to have like a dream school. It used to be UT, and then I got older and I kind of realized, like, I got more realistic, like viewing the game of football, and I like look at the schemes.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Mhm.
Hey, UT has a bunch of just big old guys, and I'm like, I more smaller D tackle. I move around quick. So I like a kind of line of scrimmage D line isn't really for me. So I don't really
So what programs right now do you think that well, out of the offers that you've gotten, the programs you think best fit your talents?
I see LSU's D line. They showed me their scheme. I say Tennessee, Texas Tech. Who else? I mean, those are the 3 schools I really know about. I saw UCLA's talk to me about their scheme and their defensive principles. So I say those 4 schools right now off the top of my head. And then Miami definitely.
Canes, okay. Okay. Well, what else can I say here? Got that one. Let's make a little turn, because I want you to, just like Adam was saying earlier, you got a lot of kids at the camps and on Friday nights and any other time. They're looking up to you and for what you're doing, and they know when RJ's on the football field because they've seen him on social media. They hear him on game days. They hear your name being called out. So if you were to think about that, I want you to pass on a little bit of information that you would tell a kid. I want you to think of it this way. I used to say this back in my days when me and Mike used to interview. If you had to speak to your younger self, if you could go back and speak to your younger self right now, with how you are right now and your age right now, if you could speak to your 13-year-old self, what would you tell your 13-year-old self to work on?
I tell them just stay patient. Don't try to rush the process. It's gonna be a long process. Don't be worried about getting it done. Like they said, I know it's an old quote, but they said Rome wasn't built in a day. It's really not. It's gonna take over years to really master. Like they say, it takes 10,000 hours to master something. I'm still haven't mastered playing defensive line. I'm so far away from that. But it's gonna take numerous hours and days and weeks and months and years to get to that point. So just learning how to really be patient with the process and just getting 1% better every day is what I tell myself and all the people out there. Just getting 1% better every day. Not getting bored with it. Waking up and just repeating over and over and over and over and over again. That's how you'll get to where you want to get to.
That's great. So I know I'll say this. Everybody, he has the work ethic. So he does have the work ethic. He is going to be 1% better every day, and he's going to make sure he does that from the work ethic that he displays. So what game is it that you're looking most forward to next season?
I say next season, I have 2 games. First one is, I'll say CE King. That's going to be a really exciting game for me. That's going to be a really high level game that I'm excited to play in. And then one always every single year, no matter the schedule, the Woodlands. That's the game in our area where we want to win that game.
Crosstown rival.
So, across the street rival.
What's the name of that game? I know they got a name for it.
The War of the Woods.
The War of the Woods.
Yeah.
Okay. When is that? Well, y'all send me the schedule. Let me know when that schedule is. Week 5? Yeah, send me the schedule. Okay.
Is that on a Thursday night or is that on a Friday night?
Usually, I would say it should be a Friday. But
you can't have the game that big on a Thursday. That's
You'd be surprised, man. Up here in DFW, they have big games on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
When you're playing on the D line, high pressure situation, games pretty intense. What does it feel like to sack the quarterback or make a big tackle for a loss on a running back in a high pressure situation in a big moment?
It feels great. It's an amazing feeling that you really take in at the moment, but ultimately in my head, and I get really excited during the play, but I know I got to do it again if it's in that type of situation where it's okay, I just got to tackle on 2nd and 7. Okay, it's 3rd and 9, so I got to get ready to go rush the passer right after this. So I get it. I get the energy from it, but I know I got to put the energy into this next play to really close it out. So that's what.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot. This is a question that we didn't send you, so you can take some time to think about it. But with that being said, give me an example or give me a moment that played out in real life that it was like a game on the line situation, or you needed to make a big play and you made that play. Tell me something like that.
I say big play. I don't have the most amazing memory sometimes. I say I don't want to bring up this play, but I always think about it. I'll forever think about this play. It was we playing the Woodlands.
Okay.
And it was a big old quarterback hit, and it went into a pick 6. But
dang.
Like it would have closed out the game. Pick six, he takes it back to the house, and they throw a flag, and it's roughing the passer. But then they're gonna coach after the game. Nah, it really wasn't. We just threw it in the moment. It's like,
Oh,
Wow.
shoots. I got a sack against Willis on that. That was in that bull snatch. That was probably one of that's from what I remember. That's one of the big that let me go.
Was that when DJ Lagway was there, or was it this last year?
It was last year, I think. Lincoln Frazier, and then
Lincoln.
Lagway. I mean, not Jermaine Bishop.
Yeah. Okay. Lincoln Frazier's a big upcoming name for that program. That's cool.
And Mr. Bishop, shout out Jermaine Bishop.
Mm-hmm. Big time name there too.
Yeah, he's big time too.
Yeah. It's great. Like he while I was tackling him, it was so weird. Like I was taking him to the ground and he spun on that. Like crazy.
Did he break out of it?
No, he didn't, but it was just it felt so weird. It was crazy.
He's a special dude, I'm telling you. So I'm gonna ask you this one here, because you've got a lot of athletes that are younger than you and some that are older than you that have not had the opportunities, that you have had. So explain to them what that experience is like when you go on your unofficial.
On the unofficial, it's a pretty cool experience. It's a learning experience. They kind of want to take you there and show you the program. You get to meet a lot of the staff and personnel, seeing the type of people they are and the type of program they run. You get to go through the defensive scheme. I get to see the weight room, the nutrition, even some of the campus life. So, and I got to on Tennessee, I got to meet some of the players and hang out with some of the players. So it's a super cool thing.
Okay.
Awesome.
Now, when you have those situations and you're going on these unofficials and they're, plentiful, I know you've been on plenty of them. What is it that you're looking for at a campus? I know as parents, and my son went through it and your son is getting ready to go through it, Adam. As a parent, I'm thinking about my child is getting ready to be here with you for 4 years. What type of person are you? What type of program are you doing? Are you strict? Are you going to make sure that he gets his education? Are you going to hold him accountable? The things that you're away from a father. Speak from a father's point. My father is away. My son is away from me. So you have to be an extension of me, so that you're instilling stuff in my son. So which campus did you say, what is that feel that you're looking for when you go to a campus?
For me, I'll say, I know it's really the off football topic, but I'll say the weight room. Always like seeing a really solid strength program, like have them really get to know what it's like there, how it works, how it changes your body, how it prepares you for this next higher level of football. And then definitely the skills the coaches are teaching you, how high level of a coach it is. So those are two main things I look for at any college I go to: weight room and coach skill or coaching ability.
I know when you go on those visits and stuff and they take you in that room and you're in that D-tackle room and you're talking X's and O's with that coach, that does weigh a lot, because like you said, you want to see, can I relate to this coach? How does he teach? What type of person is he? Stuff like that. Plus also when you get time to hang with the players, they're telling you about how the campus is and what days in practice are like and all of that other stuff as far as all of that. So I'm going to jump off football.
Hang on just a second. Let me add on to something there. You mentioned the weight room, and I want to piggyback on that because, a lot of kids your age don't get that fact. And I'm glad that you have the wisdom to understand, college football, you're probably going to have a bigger relationship with the strength and conditioning coach in that weight room than your own position coach. And so the fact that you understand that now, 2 years before you even enroll in a college, is huge. For those of y'all that are listening, you need to make sure that you gel and you jive and you get along with the strength staff, because you will be spending a lot more time with the strength and conditioning staff, more so than your own position coach in most programs. So that's a big deal.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to piggyback on that. It's like in 2 years, you're going to be going off to college. What have you set any goals for yourself for each year? Like last year, let's just say you're going into this year. Okay, I want 13 sacks. I want, what pressures? How many pressures you want? Anything like that?
I say I want to go through, I want to lead the district with TFLs. I want to do that all the years I'm here at College Park. I want to lead district and TFLs. I want to get above at least 8 sacks, hopefully, on my I plan to earn the opportunity to be All-American, but I've been blessed to already be selected for that. So those
Nice.
are my 3 main goals for this season. So, and then last season was ultimately be ranked as 4-star. So I've already been blessed to reach that goal as well.
Wow, congrats,
So
man.
when you say All-American, and I gotta pump my chest a
Pump
little
your
bit.
chest.
'Cause- Yeah, pump my chest a little bit. You say All-American. What All-American game is that you're talking about?
I've been given the opportunity to. I've been given the opportunity playing the CBS All-American game.
The CBS All-American game?
This is Navy All-American game.
There you go. Yeah, the Navy All-American game at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio.
Yep.
Yes. That's right. Mr. Anthony Williams. Yeah, we talked about you. We talked about you before, and Anthony's such a great guy, a great mentor for me, and a great friend. So yeah, that's definitely something that is
huge.
That's gonna be a big game. That's gonna be a big game. That's good for him. That competition that he's gonna have.
So now that you've reached those goals, you got to set new ones, my man.
Yeah.
Got to have a 5-star as a goal.
Sorry.
Shoot for it. Shoot for it. It's there. I'm gonna ask you a question outside of football. This is way outside of football, Adam, and I always save this for the very end. So this will be my last question for this young man, because I'm going to go ahead. Matter of fact, while we do that, I want the folks. I don't know if there's any coaches that may see this. I know some that have already watched me, well, follow me, and they'll take a look. But I want them to see this all over again. So while we answer this question, let's have this play in the background so they can see just how dominant this guy is. But here's my question for you, RJ.
Yes, sir.
I want you to stop and I want you to think about this question really, really, really deeply. Has nothing to do with football at all.
Sir.
Which do you choose? PlayStation or Xbox?
You said think deeply, but I can't lie to him. PS5 guy.
There you go.
That's
Oh,
my
It's
man.
PS.
Well, he's always been a
Man.
place guy. I love the
I have to.
love the controller.
I-
PlayStation.
The controller, yeah. And that's the thing that gets me is like, I've played it. I love PlayStation, and then somebody else has Xbox, and something about it just doesn't feel right.
Feel
The
different.
ergonomics on that is just not. It's just don't feel right at all.
Yeah.
And what's your go-to game?
My go-to game, I gotta say, Call of Duty most of the time. My go-to game. Sometimes I'll play like this. They used to release the new one, Ghost of Yote. I played Ghost of Tsushima, the first one, and I finished Ghost of Yote, so I'm just playing the multiplayer version of that. But
But let me ask you this, because coach is going to ask, and since we're talking about this is a pastime, and whether you know it or not, coaches will sit back and ask you questions like this.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to know what it is. What do you do on your off time, away from football?
I say I play the game, I just watch TV, I eat to myself, I cook sometimes.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
My favorite thing, I like cooking breakfast foods. They're like pretty easy. I like cookies. I like brownies. I'm a like sweet guy, so I like making sweet things. So I say probably just breakfast foods. Like pancakes,
I got a question for you. All right.
Go ahead.
Burgers or pizza?
burgers.
Nice.
Burgers, yeah.
They got to have some substance.
Yeah.
The reason that I asked you that is I was blessed enough last year that I went to 2 official visits. And I get some of these questions from the coaches that I've talked to. And the reason that I asked you that particular question right there is that from what the coach was telling me, we want to see what this kid is going to be like once he's out of practice.
Yeah.
Is he one that's going and looking for the limelight? He's going and looking to go out and get on the town and do all this other stuff. Is he going to be in the dorm room? Is he going to be in the facilities here hanging with his teammates? Is he going to be here on campus? Is he a night person? Is he going out at night? Is he doing all of this stuff? All of this stuff is what's going through their mind, and they ask you. When they ask you that, we want to know what you're doing, in your off time. That's a big thing and a big part of the recruiting trail as well. So that's good that, games and everything like that, ain't nothing wrong with it. Let your body recover. Good deal. Well, Adam, what else you got?
I've got one last question, and I'm going to bring it
Yeah.
back to football, and I'm going to end on this one because this goes really in life in general, but I'm going to relate it to football. How do you handle, being a 4-star, being probably one of the main players on your team, everybody looks up to? How do you handle locker room leadership?
I'll answer that in 2 different ways. Can't lie, we got a couple of ranked dudes on the team. I got me, I say Camden, Marty, James, Cabarrus. Shoot, I think one of our running backs might be ranked, but we got a lot of high-level dudes on the team. Got an interior tackle that has 15 plus offers. Both my ends are D1 offers. So high-level team, but I'll say leading the team, it's, you can't see yourself as above anybody. You gotta hold yourself to the same standard you hold everybody else. If you want to uplift everybody else, you can't put yourself up here and try to talk like you can't do that. You gotta hold yourself to that same level and hold them up to your level. You gotta bring guys up with you. So that's how I try to lead the team. I try to bring people up. I try to just upgrade their level.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because in the next year or two, some of those guys might be leaving, and you got to step in those shoes. Continue to do everything the right way. Be an example. Be a leader. Be a good leader. Be a positive leader as well. We know you got to get on your teammates sometimes, but they got to know that it's from a good point.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Great.
Well, that's a good mindset too, because when you get into college, you're going to be in college with other 4 and 5 stars that are going to be on that same level, that you just came out of in high school. So being able to handle that type of leadership where everybody's at that level is big time, man. Wise beyond your years.
Right. Well, Adam, if you're done with the questions, I'm done with mine, man. I want to thank you so much, RJ. I haven't seen you in a while, but I follow and we talk every once and again. I had to talk to your dad, tell your dad and your mom, I want to thank them very much for your time. Thank you for your time on being on here to talk to us between the hashes. Go ahead and
especially on a Saturday morning.
Shout out your social media so that everybody make sure we got your social media.
I'm RJ Wyms at Instagram. On Instagram, same way my name's spelled here. Same thing on Twitter. I also want to shout out my trainers. I say I work with Justin Zimmer, great guy. Like for all levels, high level, income, just getting into it. Justin Zimmer, great guy to learn from. Say also, been lifting with him, felt a big change in my body. So those are my 2 main guys I train with. So I also want to shout out those 2.
There we go, awesome. Man. Hey, like I said, thanks very much for sharing your time.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Continued success. Be blessed. Wishing you all the success in the world, but don't take any days off.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you take no days off. That other person across from you is working just as hard as you, out working.
Yes, sir.
All right. Looking forward to seeing you this season, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
RJ, yep, we appreciate it. Guys, this has been another episode of Between the Hashes, a Texas high school football podcast. Till next time, gig 'em.
Go Runners.
All right, man. We'll see you guys later. Take care.
Friday night, Texas sky, we lit, house packed out, whole town in it, pace crash hard, heartbeat sink. This that show that make you think. Under them lights, we don't play, we ball. From the small town fields to the big state cars, we talk rivalries, legends, up next kings, breakdowns, hot takes, all them rings. Turn it up, don't miss this drive. Texas high school dreams, so loud, so loud, so loud. You tune in now, right that way. This the part they crave every Friday. Welcome to the show where the big hits roll. Texas under lights, we talk hard, we talk slow. From the first snap hype to the last play glow. It's Friday night, lights, let's go. Woo! Let's get old, hey!